Hello YouTube and welcome back to the Nitro Addiction. So today we're going to see if the 16 tooth will fit. It's a little different size than what normally comes with these Technos, so I think I ended up getting the wrong one, but we're going to see if we can get it to work one way or the other. If not, then we'll keep it for another rig. But while we're wrenching on that, we're also watching All Aspects. Awesome channel there. Check him out. Make sure you subscribe to him. He's a good guy. Alright, I'll get this here all set up, ready to go.
And then there was a video that, I don't know if you guys remember, there used to be a show on the Nashville network called Inside RC. And they did a bunch of DVDs too. I have a couple of those that have Savage Land.
Alright, so we're trying to get this ready for tomorrow's adventure. I got 2 of these coming, so I hope they fit, but like I said, if not, excuse me, they will definitely fit one of my other rigs at some point, so not a big deal. Hopefully we can get it to work.
Everything always come back around. Trust me. The Nitro game is going to be real strong. A lot of guys coming into the hobby like I did with Nitro, so it's going to be cool, man. I love how what's going on.
All right. Let's see. There we go. Oh, well, I never ended to put the screw back in.
We got the Savage XL.
I think on these reds, 2mm for this.
All back together. She's ready to rip. I think I'm gonna take that out today. Got the one way, all the way to the clean. That's a different one way than the regular Savage or regular rotor start. So I just have to really pull the little bearing on it and replace it with anything else. I just have to really just clean it up and get everything, get all the oil and shit out there and put it back together, test it, and catch it perfectly. So we've definitely taken that out today. It ain't raining, so most definitely.
Hope everybody's enjoying this fine day. Wrenching on some nitros, getting ready for when the rain stops, anyways.
As far as the XL, I'm kind of taking my time with it. Like I said in a previous video, this is going to get built. I'm going to build this up.
I keep hearing what All Aspects over here saying. I keep forgetting I'm supposed to be talking to a camera, so
and then hopefully,
forgive me if this is quiet and boring.
I've been talking to both guys, the real serious both guys, that tell me where I can get parts and stuff like that, and everything I'm going to need to get that boat done. And ready to start off because I'm planning on pulling up to the lake with a Nitro.
Easy peasy.
Nitro focus. So obviously no Nitro. Again, I've been checking out a lot of people. I've been posting those videos from the fest. No Nitro is working, so it's gonna go with it. So we're gonna stay tuned to that. Stay tuned to the 7 giveaway is coming. I'm just putting it together slowly. Get out of the way before
All Aspects, if you're watching this, can't wait till you make it up to my neck of the woods and we get to meet up and do some nitro burning. Let's see.
I love all RCs, all Nitros, period. So I'm gonna be getting.
So I want to take this exhaust off, but I don't want to mess with the springs.
The Kyosho USA 1, the new one, but I want the old. I've always wanted the old. I think my man Chino got one of them, but somebody else got one too. I can't remember. I saw somebody else. Other people got it. So they're out there.
Yeah, these drivers tend to be a little bit, seem to fit the screw a little bit better.
Nicest truck I've ever seen, and that's the one that's my holy grail of the nitro car or truck. That's my holy grail. So this is my question, because I posed the question about what's the king of the mountain truck.
I'm gonna use this old sock
So I want to know what's
just so I
your
don't
holy grail.
scuff up that new,
Mine, Kyosho, USA 1, the first one, the very first one. That's my holy grail right there. And I could say
Trying
that
to turn my new flywheel here.
500, but I have one. I never had a USA 1.
I don't know if you guys can hear that, but
Holy grail. So yeah, man, what's
that
your
was
holy grail? What's
thunder and it literally shook my apartment.
Kyosho first one, is it a Mad Horse, is it a Savage, is it a LST, or it could be a Muggy, the LST Muggy, I know those are real popular kids. You know, the EK4, is it an X Factor, is it a RC10, what is it? You know, is it a HPI Pro C? Man, I wish I could get my hands on one of them motherfuckers. Is it a, you know, is it Serpent, is it, what is it? You know, what's your holy grail? It could be NXT, it could be, you know, Mammoth, it could be the CN7.7.
Where's my flathead?
It could be, you know, any of those trucks, but what's your holy grail?
Gotta be gentle doing this.
Of a one nitro car, that's always wanted, and you don't
Come
know.
on.
Let me
There's-
know in the comments below. And I'm gonna get off of here, man, because I got shit to do. Look more shit to do around here. And I'm gonna start tearing into this damn motor. I mean, you can't tear into this damn Savage. All I got to say is a lot of
I didn't want to come out, so we'll leave it in there for now.
see what I can drop in here next, man. I got a bunch of motors.
Yeah, I'm really hoping these fit. It's getting really hard to find bow gears for the older Technos. Because see how that's extended? Most bills kind of look flat like that. Yeah, they're getting hard to find. I can find a bunch of 13 tooth, but not so much on the 16 tooth.
Shout out to my man SOS, man. Was talking to him and one of the groups, man. Hope everything's going well over there across the pond. And I'll see y'all on the next one, man. Probably we'll post another video later.
If I can find some shingles.
But I'll holler, man. Y'all stay tuned. Oh, man, mistakes. Hard.
Get a little bit more of a shim here. Almost got it.
Basket of local strawberries, just $1.88. 8 ounce high-heat choices of New York Strip, just $5.99. Blueberries, bacon desserts, or novelties, just $3.48. High-heat yogurt, just 39 cents. High-heat pasta sauce, just 99 cents. And buy two, get one free on select Pepsi products. Get these great deals and more Monday through Sunday, only at Hy-Vee.
Oh my god. Washer, shim, whatever you want to call it. I think it's hard to grab.
I don't know what that thing is he's holding. So this firework right here actually goes up in the air. I
Some of the-
thought it was a foul thing. Now this time I
I don't really like the shoes showing like that, but I think we're gonna be okay.
Just look at some of these things. Like we've got boom balls. We've got a ton of spinning
Better take
balls.
one of these out.
That's probably the most American firework I've ever seen. And this time we even have some of the larger fireworks.
Gonna find a little bit thinner shim.
These items stay on the ground. What's going on, guys? It's Cody Pyrotechnics, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be lighting off even more fireworks here at the farm. Now, obviously, I'm wearing one up here, and the rest of the family is down there by the house, and I'm up here about to show you guys all the fireworks I picked out for tonight. So what I've done in the past is I've left it up to the fireworks store and tell them, like, hey, fill me up a box for $50 to $100, and we're just going to light it all off at one of our places here at the farm. But I did something.
Is it really a shim?
And I actually went
I think it'll work.
to the store and picked these out myself, and I got them all for less than $75, which I consider a great deal because this time we even have some 200 grams cakes. So we did a quick rundown for everything I brought out to family fireworks night at the farm. So this first item here, I absolutely had to pick it up. It's called Battle Box by Miracle Fireworks, and obviously this is Optimus Prime. It is a fountain, and the performance on this firework fountain is right there. Now this one here we had lit off before, and it was absolutely nuts. Originally, when I first bought this thing, I thought it was a fountain.
Before we Loctite this in, we're going to double check, make sure everything lines up properly.
In the air. And this time we're going to be lighting this off the right way. This item here is really cool because it has venom on the front of the cake. It's a 15-shot 200 gram, and as you can see, it's called Hungry. It is a triangle cake, so we are going to have to stabilize this before we light it off. And your performance is right here on the back. It looks like it might do 3 shots.
Say that's
now this one here has got to be one of the smallest 200 gram
too
cakes
much
I have
play.
ever seen. But this thing packs a punch for the value. I think it was only like $2, okay? And if we put it up to a regular size 200 gram cake, you can really see just how much smaller that one is. And this is called Freedom, and it's 8 shots. Now this time I wanted to get even more fireworks that spin because these always tend to be the coolest fountains in the whole lineup. So I got this one here called Trip Trot. It's by Sky Pioneer Fireworks, and as you can see, you put it down on the ground like that.
I got a bunch of shims, they're just not the right size.
And I'm thinking it's the exact same firework as this one, except the brand on here is Bright Star Fireworks, and that one is Sky Pioneer. But they both spin, and they both are about the same size. Then we have the largest spinning fountain that I brought out here tonight. It's by T-Sky Fireworks brand, and it's called Open Sesame. And this firework I featured in a Strange Fireworks video a while ago, and it actually opens up at the end. So this firework splits in 2 as it's spinning, and it's one of the coolest things I've ever seen. I'm a big SpongeBob fan. As a child, I used to watch this show every single day. It's by Miracle Fireworks, had to get it. It's called SpongeBob, and here's your performance on the side, and I cannot wait to see this one. And then we got these 2 fireworks right here. This one is the Red Dragon, and this is the American Eagle firework. This Red Dragon firework here kind of has like a...
That one does not work.
It's kind of weird. Usually you only see that on clothes, not fireworks. But the only thing this one comes with is a cardboard base to light it so it doesn't tip over. And I think it shoots stuff out of the mouth here. I lit one of these off a long time ago, and I think smoke comes out of the tail. And this one here is just the holy grail of American fireworks. Take a look at this thing. He's holding a firecracker, but this is one of the most unique American-themed fireworks I've ever seen. All right, so I gotta have my wife hold the camera for these next 2. We're gonna open them up one at a time, but this is
Okay, that has absolutely no play in it, so...
You're not gonna believe this. So you guys know how sometimes when you're at an arcade or a Walmart and you see those
Sometimes getting the shims right, it's a pain in the butt.
I guess it's called a claw machine, and it comes down and it grabs it. So how cool would it be if a fireworks store had a claw machine for fireworks? And that's exactly what this is. This is hands down one of the most unique ideas I've ever heard of in all of fireworks. This is by Dominator, and it's called Ball of Fun. If you have a claw machine, you can put these inside of it at your fireworks store. And then the kids get to have something to go home with too. So let's go ahead and get this thing opened up. Gotta use both hands for this. It looks like we can unscrew it. It just pops open.
We have a
maybe it just pops
tiny
open
bit of
like this.
play.
So this is what's all inside.
bearing spins freely. Alright, let's see if we can get that to line up with the center diff.
Get all of this. So we're going to assume that this costs $1. And
Lotus 420's channel. If you haven't subscribed to him, check him out. He's got some really cool nitro boats.
Check me out, guys. That's how we rolling.
Hell yeah, brother.
A nice little cart here.
Hope he goes for a swim in this video. Nah, I'm just joking, brother. Swimming sucks when you're trying to play with your nitros. Let's see.
We did find something wrong with the boat that we spoke about last time. The high-tide needle was bad, and we had a coupler was loose, so we fixed that stuff up. We got it filled up. It's about ready to go.
Sweet. I think this is gonna work. This thing's gonna be flying across the parking lot with a 16 tooth in it. So those of you who want to make your nitros go faster, tune this to where it needs to be, give it what it wants, and your gearing will determine your speed. All this is gonna do is power through those gears faster or slower depending on how strong of an engine it is or how well it's tuned. If this thing's tuned crisp and ready to go, like it will, you set your gearing up however you want. Whether if it's low gearing, it'll power through anything. If it's high gearing, it'll power through the gears to get you that high speed. So don't try to get your speed by tuning. Get your speed by gearing. Get your peak performance by tuning. Remember that. Come on. It's one thing bad about hooking up the exhaust. It kind of sits where it wants, and then it's hard to get this started. But we're not going to let it whip our ass. We're going to win this battle. Hoping there's enough room for this 16 tooth bell gear. Woogie said he did it, so I think I'm gonna be able to do it as well. Sure hope so anyways. I guess I could always check and see if Techno makes a smaller spur gear. Yeah, because that doesn't want to move. Damn. Why in the hell? thought for sure there'd be enough room for a 16 tooth on here. Yes. Just had to get it pulled all the way out there. Oh, that's sweet. Might even have a little bit of room to adjust it in. It's almost a little bit too much tick for my liking. That's probably pretty close to perfect anyways. That scared me for a minute. I didn't think we was going to be able to get it to work, and I want this thing to, I want to be able to run a 16 tooth in this. I was hoping to have both of them in. Ordered 2 of them, but I had to get them from 2 different stores. So of course one showed up. It was like they got delivered by PDQ delivery. Pretty damn quick. I don't know if I still do, but Kansas City used to have a delivery service called PDQ. And it stood for pretty damn quick delivery. Or I'm just pretty damn quick, but they were a delivery service, so. Sweet. It's a beautiful, beautiful mesh there. For those of you that struggle with getting your gear mesh, let me make sure the TV's down enough. You hear that? Just that little tiny tick. That is what you want. Hell yes, this thing should be just absolutely screaming. If anybody cares the top speed on these, I don't know. I mean, it just depends on how you tune it. And I'm talking like gear tuning. Because if you could find like a smaller spurt or center diff gear, what do they call it? Is it I guess it might be the spur gear. If you find a smaller one of those and a bigger one of these, I mean, you can, the smaller you make your spur gear, the bigger you make your bell gear, the faster it goes. Does not matter your tune. Of course, you've got to have it tuned properly for it to work, but I mean, you can tune that thing as lean as you want, and it's only going to go so fast. How fast are these gears set up for? So, that's a hard question to answer. But got that slight tick, and you can just barely hear the gears touching each other. See if we can see down inside there. Maybe if I zoom in. So it's almost too short. I would say worst case scenario. I mean, it has some play in it. I just don't know how far. It's not going to really go out any further than that. Damn it, where's it at? Right there. I'd say worst case scenario, might chip the end of those teeth off that valve, but we're going to try it out, see what we get. The way they set these engines up with these Technos, they sit back further, and you got to have that taller. You gotta have that taller gear. Otherwise, it doesn't reach. So, but anyways, it barely reaches. We got it there. We're gonna see what we can do with that. Just. I really don't like it. I mean, it's got good mesh, it just doesn't really cover it enough. Alright. I thought about this earlier and I completely forgot. So I forgot in trying to get these, to get that bell to fit on you know, this engine and this clutch setup. I used a smaller collet so it would sit further onto the engine and work, you know, I could get it to all line up. So what I'm gonna have to do is put it back in that bigger collet and slide it out. Oops. And it should work just fine because we did have to shim it to get it to sit right. So but I am going to take off the exhaust for this. Maybe. It's like there's no room to. No room to slide that spring trying to get it off of there. Sorry if you guys can't see anything. Them little short springs are kind of a pain in the butt. I didn't Loctite that screw in anyway, so it's a good thing I didn't call that good. Yeah, it had a nice little stack of shims on there. Again, this is a brand new flywheel. So flywheels come loose. And I was just turning the piston inside there.
Oh, they fucked it up! What the fuck?
Yeah, that did not want to work the way it was supposed to. Okay, good. I didn't leave any material inside. Flywheel's loose. It's a good thing we're digging into this anyways, I guess. Doesn't seem like it's making it sit up any higher.
Sound good.
Let's see if this is gonna work.
You wanna have a jumping contest? Oh no. Oh shit. There you go. Ready?
Actually fits in there better. It doesn't have any shoes showing. I think this was a better option.
Oh, I just got that break. Right before.
I'm gonna take it back and Loctite it in. Just want to make sure. Okay, this is gonna work. If you guys can hear that in the background, I'm not sure what channel this is. Nitro RC Life. Running some savages in the sand. Having a blast. Can't wait to get mine running.
Tap that brake right before it hits the ground, dude. Tap the brake. Bring the nose down. Oh shit! Yeah! That was badass, dude. Oh yeah! You see that? Dude, he front flipped that bitch. He front flipped it. Well, no, like not off the jump. Right before you land. He fucking hit it right off the jump. He hit that brake there and then
Get a little bit of Loctite on this flywheel nut.
See? Hit the brake.
And again, just using this sock. I don't want to chew this up just yet.
That level 3 runs good, dude. What do you scream? Oh! Uh-oh. I'll record you guys. Mine's dead. Hang on.
Felt like it went in there tight.
Oh, I died. Dude. Alright, guys.
Yeah, this thing's gonna scream now on the straightaway. Won't be so good in the short takeoff at a small track. On these long straightaways that I've been hitting at these parking lots. 16 tooth bell is gonna work out pretty good. I was running a 15, and a Woogie Nitro suggested using the 16, which I tried a 17, and 17 is way too big. You can't get it to. You can't get the mesh right unless you put in a different spur. When I say spur, but the center diff gear. I'm assuming it's still called a spur on these buggies. Still seems to have some good pinch in there. We'll get a little bit of life out of this engine anyways. Definitely on its last leg. But got a pretty good deal when I got it. With all the other stuff that came in the package, so I can't complain too much.
Really? Well, let's clean it out, bud. No, not that one. I did a little.
These little springs are kind of a pain.
SLC Nitro Freeload. You gotta be nice to it. It keeps breaking.
Come on, get in there. Use the light. Sorry if it's off camera. I hadn't messed with these little medium screws too much before I got this Reds engine, so these little pain in the asses are new to me. If you've never put them on, yes, they are pain in the ass. Well, you guys can see that. This engine has like an angle down coming out of that exhaust. It angles down, so you gotta make sure you got the right parts for it. I think it's just their R series that has that. if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, shit!
GMC Sierra is the truck. Get 1.9%
Come on.
24 Sierra, $1,500. That's over $4,100 in average finance. We are professional grade.
I really need to get me a little spring hook.
Workforce of teachers hiding in plain sight, but they don't have their degree yet because the system is rigged against them.
Over 1 million people
I think it'd be a lot easier than
and are working every day in classrooms.
the damn needle nose. But anyways, so that's on there.
Valley Executive provide free access to apprenticeship degrees and teaching aids, but it won't be easy.
Okay.
In their lives.
This is incredibly valuable. I want to know more than anything for my kids to get my head all over this with my head. Really know that America is fair and it's leaders if we do not
Oh, that fits so much better.
our American.
I'll show you guys the alignment here in just a minute. And yeah, I'll probably have to. Probably a good idea to go through and Loctite all these again.
Anyway, was an English teacher at my high school, and
I want to get one of those quick release for the engine so I don't have to change these screws. I can just do it up top.
people who were mediocre athletes at best would walk in and feel like
But I don't like doing the normal
we were willing to
setup just because I don't want to, I don't want to scrape up against the head.
As a teacher,
Where's my screwdriver?
strengths of the teaching aides already working in their school.
every day 1.3 million paraprofessionals go into work in our public schools, and they are already working with kids. They love their students and they would be great teachers, but they can't become teachers because they're making minimum wage, and the idea of supporting their families while they go and pay for a on nights and weekends does not make sense.
Well, is that ready? Let's go.
I am a very busy mom of 4 kids. I wanted to teach 20 years ago.
Beautiful.
So I got in the way.
Small tip.
College to teach.
That's what we want.
And I had to have a job to be able to take care of my kids. I had to feed myself.
Yeah, if you get it too much, it'll start chipping the teeth, and then, of course, if it's too tight, it'll just melt it and make your engine run hot and basically not very good. So, you want to try and get that mesh as close as you possibly can.
College doesn't have an age limit here.
Slight tick. Rolls freely.
It really was amazing and exciting for me to one day be able to in this district. Education in our
I don't think it'll
that people would either get
slide away any further.
or get trained through an apprenticeship. So the power here of having the kids combined together and having apprenticeship.
Screw go.
The bottom line is they're not only not taking us to the road yet, they're actually getting paid for it.
Now the response to call asks the same question. If the degree is free, is it really challenging enough?
We have to make things fair because producing people who have no
Sorry guys, I lost my screw. One sec, I'll be right back. Found it.
The REACH model focuses on making apprenticeship degrees a mainstream option. Apprenticeship degrees hold the potential to change our nursing pipeline, our social worker pipeline. They give the opportunity to
Whole lot of Loctite for that one screw.
any profession that they dream of and not let money
Still has a slight tick. Yeah, as you tighten these individual screws down, it kind of, you get one tightened down, it could be okay. You tighten another one down, and then it's too tight because it, you know, kind of sets it where it's supposed to be.
And if we can get those individuals into every classroom and give them the respect and the resources that they deserve, we can end teacher shortages once and for all.
There ain't much tick there, but I think with the way we adjusted it, putting a different collet in it and setting it up differently, I think it kind of, we don't have as much room or as much play in as what we did have. Still enough that it's going to be right. Just don't have the extra that we thought we had. And I can't hang on to anything. Freaking Loctite everywhere. Here. I think you guys can hear that. It's there, barely, but it's there. Okay. Yeah, now that it's still not a lot closer to what it was, though. We're gonna go with it. Most of these exhaust grub screws are the 2.5, but not on these reds. You know, I'm watching RC videos and it keeps putting up different videos that I don't care to see. Various happenings with Mr. B. He's got his Red Cat earthquake out there. Hope I didn't just mess up the seal on this exhaust. When I pushed it down, it kind of separated it here. Hope I didn't mess it up to where it's going to leak. Hope I didn't just strip it too. I think I just slid off of it. But anyways, yeah, so the exhaust, it looks alright. I just hope it doesn't leak.
I had no idea when I got this. It was a 2-speed, baby.
tourism starting.
Come on, get on there. All right. There we have it. 16 tooth bell gear for the Techno, in case anybody's interested. TKR 4126. All right, well, oops. So that'll be the end of this video. Gonna be running this tomorrow in the parking lot along with the other two buggies, so hope y'all can join me. This thing's gonna be a screamer running this 16 tooth bell, I'll tell you that. Hopefully this Reds doesn't give me any fits. It's been mostly a pretty good engine. I don't think there's really anything else I got for you guys today, so thanks for watching. Hope to see you tomorrow night running these live. Thanks for joining me. See you in the next one.